one thing that Noob went for is he went for Victory Feast over Blood Sport, which means that people, when he gets kills in the arena, he gets a huge boost of damage and regeneration for him and his teammate. Oh, look at that win rate! That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, like I don't really rate it, to be honest. I think I prefer the other one. I mean, you don't really have anything like to force people together. You've got like Arena, I guess, to lock people in. You've got Shackle, I guess, that could connect them to allow for that. I don't know. I definitely feel like the other one is much better, like 4 out of 5 of the time.
That's a fair point. I mean, I like it because you can farm with it so much better. You know, it's you can put an Ice Vortex, put a Cold Feet on some creeps, and you just farm up a creep wave. But combat-wise, yeah, sometimes Exposure just doesn't feel like it does much. Oh, and I do like that I can target the ground. So if people are juking, I can still hit them with it, do some damage. That's a nice...
That's very true, actually. Sometimes it's like fog plays.
Yeah, and this way, when I do it, I'm like, okay, he's generally taking some damage. If he's juking too much, like, nah, it's not happening. As Nigma Galaxy, they do smoke up a bit late. They were like, they got to the lane, then they smoked. So they're thinking now, oh!
Boost though, bound by 2. Does manage to get the 2-man boundless off, but he's so damn slow. The dot damage is coming through. First blood is picked up there for Delight. Fantastic start here for Winter Bears. Question is though, will Malfurion get punished up towards the top? He's trapped in an position. Could have potentially gone for Skew actually there in towards the tier 1, but did not want to take Skew at level 1. I guess as a mid laner, it makes sense. No, he's carry, sorry. He could have done it.
Gonna be 2 for 2 in terms of bounty runs, but yeah, much nicer start for Winter Bears here with the first blood. Already, I don't know, I feel like better draft and better lanes. So bottom is gonna be Tinker and Magnus versus the Mars and the Wind Ranger. Generally, it's gonna be hard to kill the Magnus and the Tinker. You know, they have good sustain, relatively durable. 1-point defense matrix goes a long way. Wind Ranger on the other hand is a little fragile, so I don't want to go so far as say I favor Winter Bears top, but I think I do. Johnny, hello.
It's the sort of, again, this larger machine gets dropped, and people as well as Omar just have to vacate the area. Like, it's just not really fight into it.
It is miserable.
Yeah, it feels rough, but Middlane made it.
Alright, so top we are thinking generally that Winter Bears should be having a time. Maybe not win, but certainly better than the previous one. Mid lane, can we look at the Pastil Invoker? Sorry, Pastil Sumail matchup. Right, Pastil is looking a lot more comfortable this time around.
Yeah, CS doing much better. But what I always like to see, Sumail going for the Exhort build. Always love to see it. You could potentially get those sort of global kill participations there with the Sun Strike. I mean, it's not really a huge amount of stun setup. You've got the Mars as the Wind Ranger could be setting up, but not really much of a safe thing. That's actually, you know, you get like Cold Feet into Boundless, into Sun Strike. Potential for kills on both sides, actually.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even a good Shackle is all you need. One thing I'm liking about this mid lane for Pastil is that Invoker generally, even with Exhort, you're not doing a whole lot of damage. Your right click is one of the lowest in the game. I think something like 42 average, level 1. So Pastil is able to get a couple of denies, a good amount of CS. It gives him a chance to play Dota. We'll see what he can do with that. Bottom lane, can we look at that? Oh, thank you. Let's see, Brew and Morta versus AA and Monkey King. I'll let my British friend handle this one.
Oh, thanks. Well, it seems like so far they're doing alright against Ghost, but obviously as soon as he hits that level 3 mark, you'll have 2 points into the Jingu, and then it's going to be much more hard to deal with it. So it's only a matter of time really before we could potentially see Ghost just being left to his own devices, unless the light is still hanging around as well. But I feel like Ghost is going to be A-OK for the vast majority of this lane. Basically equal in terms of CS, level 1 against level 0. Light getting aggressed. Wants to disengage. There's the Sun Strike, and it lands. Kill picked up there for Sumail.
Well done. I was thinking though that you probably wouldn't be able to get the Jingu 4 stacks just because that shot we can be like, oh, he's going for me. I can see him hitting me or the Brewmaster, and should be able to stop him every time. huge Sun Strike from Sumail. Who needs it? He is quite behind Pastil in this game.
23 against the... Well, it's quite a large difference. Again, a massive contrast to game number 1.
I think he's having top lane.
Really...
Alfurian is having a decent time as well. Going up against Noob, he's 21-2 to the 17-1. It's not a big lead, but it all adds up as GH takes a bit of it. He's dead.
Where is he though? Not. Get back towards safety of the tower. There is still Bounce Strike ready here for Ghost. There's going to be the Sun Strike as well. It lands, but Catchell, he survives with 10 HP. It was one more tickle and he would have died, but GH had to turn around.
That's twice I've said someone's dying, they don't. I feel so... What?
It happens.
I mean, GH is certainly not complaining. As
CP mids.
Okay.
Damar comes in here, trying to make a move on towards Pastil. Turns around there with the use of the Remnants. Nearly gets a double. But unfortunately, not enough to actually finish him off. Johnny Pro coming on in. Doesn't have anything off cooldown though, so can't get a counter kill.
It's still, I mean, they're still forcing a movement from the enemy side. Like, it's not that bad. Pass obviously doesn't want to die, but we're saying, hey, I'm pressuring mid hard enough that he's forced to bring in rotations. You can see, like, Noob is also suffering. He's got no health right now. He can't go close to Malfurion.
He's having to keep just this up both spots so they're heading back into the area, so if that changes anything.
Still not far from that level 6. Then we can see how active he's going to be. Smoke coming out here from the light. A nice dead shot on the Invoker. But the angle is rough, you know?
Right now, though. There it is. Dead shot into the silence. Can Sumail get himself out of this? But actually goes for the Sun Strike with use of the Cold Snap. It's good damage.
Level 6.
Instead, Pastil gets his 6 immediately.
I generally hate the Spirit Vessel build. I think too often it's just not worth it.
Slow clunky. Mid, Pastil. Danger here from Sumail. Have a little bit of mana left, but it doesn't matter. Mark comes in there with the power shot. Kill secured. Puts him down there with a little bit of revenge. It's 4-1 on Sumail, 2 there on Pastil. So both these mid laners getting action and dying as well. It's quite a entertaining mid.
Surprised that Pastil died. He had 140 mana. He could have jumped a small jump to get away, but he held on to it. Okay. Well,
it's one of those things you never want to like use your tip too early, otherwise sometimes it can just button. It's one of those times to be held on a little bit.
Bottom lane.
That's a big rotation comes in from Pastil, finds the kill, and Ghost is dead. At the same time, now Fury up top, barely able to get himself out of there. Here's once again another good pick off there for the side of Winter Bears. Turn down this Monkey King's game.
And of course the heal comes out. Super nice for Malfurion right there. Just be able to go back to full health thanks to just March of Machines. Alright, what are we looking at? It looks like they're thinking Malfurion won't need to fight. Echo Saber first item, then he's going to be joining teams later. Oh.
The shot missed, but wasn't even needed apparently. Catchell's still sparse enough just to run away. Trying to just make some space here for Ghost to everybody's pretty close to their counterparts, to be honest, in terms of farm. The only real difference is Ghost and Malfurion, about 500 gold between the two of them. Massive difference.
No. Catcher's going for Radiance. I like this a lot. He has to ensure that he doesn't die. You know, the earlier you get it, the better it is, because the damage doesn't scale. So if you can get it fast enough and get a few kills, you really can snowball with it. Ghost, he has a suspicion. Something's going on, you know. And
lurking around. We'll see him. Oh no, Dead Trash into the trees does spot him out. Long tip there from Pastil. Good bounder slow on towards 3. I don't think it's going to make any difference though at Tomo. There's just too many people around him. Well, then he's buying time. Here comes the rest of Nigma Galaxy. The Cyclone tosses Noob up into the air, holds him back. Catchell just goes after GH. Should be able to solo kill down this AA. Up over him, and now Noob's the one in an awkward spot. So the Roof Split's about to end. Manu's still taking way too much damage. He's going to be able to get off the combo. Plus the Sun Strike, but Catcher will survive even with the power shot. Noob is the casualty in response. Sumail's man with a huge victory in this spot.
3-0. And Catcher got 2 of those kills. A massive. Ghost is only level 5 and near 9 minutes in. He needs to get out of here. This is not the place for you to be anymore, buddy.
Oh. I think the Remnant actually spot goes from the high ground. Pastil, though, using his mana aggressively, trying to go for the skill on towards GH. It looks like Catchell's going to be able to finish him off. The question is, can Pastil get out of this one? Ghost is going to try and get grabbed if he possibly can. There's going to be the Vortex, but the power shot comes on through, puts an end to him. Ghost has to be careful. Very low, very good shackles.
Nice shackle.
Lands on towards 2. Sunstrike just barely clicks on towards the light. Sumail there, close enough for the cold snap. Will secure another kill. So Nigma Galaxy, they are able to bounce back. It's kind of though Winter Bears debating themselves just for a GH kill.
For sure, they didn't need to be that aggressive with it, but you know they were feeling confident. Dive a bit too far. It doesn't matter too much though. Pastil is doing what he needs to. He's making space for the team. Then Magnus is #1 net worth. Catch is #3, and not too far from that Radiance, or well, not too far from the Relic at least.
Resume his farm as it once was, and it'd be damn difficult for this monkey to stick around the lane. Imagine just hiding in the trees the entire time while Catcher was just right-clicking down his building.
He's going. Ghost is going to make a decision that's going to probably determine how well this game is going to go for Nigma. He's going Mage Slayer. This is not an item that helps you farm. It is an item that can help you get really good, you know, like those kills early on. Oh.
Okay, Arena dropped, Catcher in danger, Sunstrike also coming through, he's so damn tanky, but eventually he does go down. It was literally only 2 seconds away from his ult being off cooldown, potentially could have survived. Core skewered back, and another death here for this Monkey King. 1 and 4 is his score. They've just not been able to find any space to breathe in for Nigma Galaxy. Nim, though, has been able to come in here with this Arena. Ice Blast lands onto the Malfurion. But it looks like the Magnus will be killed in kind. Sumail there with the finishing touch. Pastil, though, damage. Can't force down a kill, however.
Better trade for Nigma. Your Monkey King is not really your win condition right now, but Magnus, any kill on him is very valuable. So you're happy with how that went overall. Or content. Happy is a strong word. One nice thing about the Invoker in this game... Oh, is there someone dying? One nice thing about the Invoker is that he's great at removing all the shields the Tinker puts up. That's like a bit of extra damage from the Tornado. Not only do I do damage, but I also remove their barriers.
If you are monkeying and Ghost, what's he trying to build? Like, as you're saying, he's got that Mage Slayer still queued, but it looks like his next item is also the Radiant. You think he's actually going to be able to get that online in time for it to be worthwhile?
I think it's too late to go back for Battle Fury or Maelstrom. So you want an item that's kind of useful late game, and the Radiance is that. It's... You know, Magnus doesn't want to build MKB, so Radiance is pretty good against it. I'm very 50-50, and I'm not a carry player like, you know, in anywhere near what Ghost can do. I feel it's a tough one. It's a very tough situation he's in. Oh, nicely done.
Okay, that can actually hit, but maybe it's just Jermaine and Pastil. He's able to get the quick tip out, avoids the combo that just came flooding his way. All those ultimates expended, not ready for anything. Pastil, man, that was dangerous. Very dangerous.
It was, but he forced out a lot and by that jump. By the way, the Tinker has more net worth than Mars. It is looking really nice for Johnny Pro. He's already got the Holy Locket. He can buy a shard or save up for Blink Dagger, whatever he wants. Noob is still building towards the Blink Dagger and still at almost 1,000 gold away from it, whereas Catchell has finished up the Radiance.
So damn well in this entire game. All like 1,700 gold ahead of his counterpart offlane. It's the kind of impact he's been able to have. It looks like Nigma Galaxy want to slow him down right now. They're pinging onto him. 5 heroes going to try and collapse on top of this man. He does have his ultimate available. The question is, can he get it off in time to actually escape? There's just too many heroes around. Ice Blast, Sun Strike, everything used. And it's a big pick-up.
Noob timed the spear into arena perfectly. Like he had no chance to react. But I've never seen it closer. Like I've seen the spear fly out as the arena goes up, but that was as close as it gets. They want to fight though.
O's not expecting such a counterplay to come his way. Picked completely by surprise. It's a bit of a retaliation that comes out there from Winterbears, but it is still really a favourable trade for the side of Galaxy. Maybe they're going to try and go for a +1. Huge combo on towards Pastil. He is dead. Well, the Malfurion scooter forwards. Definitely Glass actually holds the charge. Instead, he's going to commit the solo RP. That damage might just be enough to finish him off regardless. It's not like he's even really like super up there compared to his other teammates. Oh, meanwhile, since we talk about him, he does get collapsed on. Very dangerous combo. It keeps on coming out here from Nigma Galaxy. But I mean, yeah, if you actually look in terms of net worth, it's Johnny Pro who's up there with the other two cores. Like, this Tinker is finding some serious fun.
To be fair, he did get a free shard from the Tormentor. That is the Warp Player ability, which sends people flying.
That's supposed to do. Actually, still Catchall being very aggressive here. Sumail is actually able to pick off the light at the bot lane. Wait, was he in the bot lane? No, he was in the...
I sort of guessed where he was going. Yeah, the observer's got it. He's like just Sunstrikes him from a mile away. I heard the sound. You know, I thought he was actually Sunstriking mid, but no, he was able to catch him.
I was going to say, it's just small little plays like that really which are stopping its lead from going even further into the hands of Winter. Already up to 5k gold at 17.5 minutes, but definitely a signs of life for Nigma Galaxy, able to fight back here and there, but they are still definitely back on foot. Like the main side, everything else completely on top of that, so it would make a big difference if you can't get it. The question is, will Winterbears find this move even more?
Johnny Pro is third in net worth. Pastil.
Danger. Yeah, another kill on towards this Storm Spirit. Huge pick boss, keep on coming out on towards this guy. You were saying it earlier on, he's actually had a good game this time round, and it feels like Nigma Galaxy are targeting him on purpose. You know, they're like, having a better time, but we're still going to make you miserable.
I don't think he might care so much. He's kind of did what he needed to in the laning stage, which is he kept Sumail kind of down. He got a few rotations on his ghost. It's not the worst in the world. Oh.
Okay. They know they're not killing him. Actually, will they? It's out of mana, so he can't use his ultimate. So they're just going to miss. They're just going to pursue him anyway. Okay, I feel like by the way Nigma Galaxy played that, I feel like they didn't know they were going to kill him. They just got the kill anyway.
Giant Pro wasn't there in time. He could have holding locked into him just to give him mana, and he would have been able to stroke that. Unfortunately, just a little too far on the Tinker, and Omar's sick of this tower. Oh, there's his chance.
Bro, hold on to it, okay? We'll finally have to
deny. There you go. Well played. It looks like Magnus. He's still not working towards Litlake. He has a BKB Harpoon, then Blink. I think that poor Magnus sometimes get a little too greedy with these.
Yeah, I feel like Blink on Mag feels like an off-laner. You can play the K, you don't want to spend money on no Blink.
Doesn't give free stats.
Exactly, where's the damage? Where's the health? There's nothing.
It's just, I have Skewer. Why do I need Blink? The Skewer is like even more range.
Do well. No move here from Winterbears. Great catch up with the Dragon for travel towards Omar. The Atos is new find it. Oh, it's it, but the tornado lands perfectly. Omar is just dead without a doubt. Sumail though has actually been caught in the backline. Drops a Cataclysm and does huge amounts of damage. That's what's on. Johnny Pro is gonna die. Noob, no arena still for another 5 seconds. We can't lock people down. The light just TP's out. Easy peasy. Noob blink up in 2 seconds. Arena available as well. They might try and go for this grab on towards Catchall. Maybe just trying to force out the split if possible, but nerves are still on this group.
Noob, unfortunately, his gear actually pushed the Storm out of the Wukong, but that was not ideal. Catchall actually went back for a hand of Midas. he's thinking, yo, guys, this game is going to go for the distance, which it does seem to be. Because Winter Bears, this is a sort of a PowerPoint for them, but they haven't been able to push the issue or grow their network lead by much. They're like, all right, let's play the long game.
They just kind of keep on this lead. I mean, this is the close game we've been waiting for the entire day, Atomic. Like, sure, it is still a net worth advantage for Winter Bears, but 14 for 15 on the scoreline. The just general momentum of this game feels quite back and forth. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad we got it at last.
Yeah, and this is, remember, this is like what, couple brackets, semifinals, and we're already getting close games in the MESWA region. This used to happen maybe in the grand finals sometime. So, yeah. Region's shaping up as Monkey King finishes up the Radiant. So there's Radiance for each side. Furion. Imagine if you had a blink.
Okay, Boundless off, but the BKB that was just completed here for the mag does get used. RP lands on towards, goes to try to focus down on towards this Monkey King. Good use of the Vortex to knock it down, but the Glimmer actually keeps Ghost alive for a little bit longer. Out comes the Cataclysm as well. The damage is huge, and Ghost just heals straight back up, and that was an awful fight here for Winter Bears. They lose 2. They were able to pick up GH at the very least, and Catchall now is going to try and do some work as best he possibly can. But it looks like they're just all going to have to split up and run. This is the disastrous fight.
Oh, they might get him.
Cruise are about to end, but it looks like they've grabbed the light up there towards the north side. And now the Bruce split ends for Catchall. He's going to try and take Omar to the grave with him, but it's not enough. And it ends up being a 4-1 exchange favoring Nigma Galaxy.
BKB is good. It lasts, I mean, it was the first time used, but Ice Blast actually lasts longer than that. So the whole time he's not regenerating, he is just suffering. And they try to kill the Monkey King, but he gets perfect boundless strike and survives. Big swing in favor of Nigma Galaxy.
I mean, that was all because of that single Glimmer Cape from GH. There was no detection nearby. So, like, it just allowed the Monkey King to live, and then just flipped the entire script in that entire engagement. So, it does showcase the power of a bit of dust on it. You know? Like, not to be that person, but Malfurion probably could have not had a magic wand anymore and just had dust. Which that would have been completely different.
But dust doesn't give you stats.
Dust does not give stats, you are right.
It's a bad stat item. Delight's gonna have two dusts. He's like, yo, one for me, one for Malfurion. As they are thinking, yo, let's go for Roche. They actually have all their abilities up right now for Nigma Galaxy.
Go straight into this one, and Nigma Galaxy are just on the complete opposite side of the map, no vision in the area, so looking like a free Aegis there for the side of Winter Bears. Cataclysm, though, will scout this out. They get killed for Catchall. They see Roshan dying, but they know they're not going to get there in time. They might just settle for this top tier 2 instead.
Now that's fine. What you know, the trading Catchall who doesn't have his ultimate even available for Roshan, well worth it. And as we've always mentioned, Storm, one of the best Aegis holders in the game. He's got Kaya Sanj and working towards a BKB. The net worth in this game is very weird because of Johnny Pro. It's really sitting on his head.
Yeah, he's skewing the stats quite a bit here just with his presence alone. I mean, what has he got? Blink, Holy Locket, Lens, about 2,500 gold away from having an axe on top of that.
I mean, the laser is so good. No, you get what? Oh wow, it reduces health by 15%. I swear this was 10 at 1. It's 13. It's 13, yeah. That's not a lot.
That's well. Keep being stupid.
No.
Yeah, it'd be very big to get.
Would be, and it would solve. I don't think they have damage problems on Winter Bears, but more damage is never a bad thing. Well, no. Right now, on Winter Bears, I think let's be aggressive. We have the Aegis. We have BKB available on the Magnus. Let's see what we can do with this. They're smoking up going from behind.
Quick engagement. The one-more combo's there, but he's able to get the BKB off. Five's about half HP. Just full on retreat. In jumps Pastil Strom, making space. We'll try and keep himself alive as long as possible. Catchall there with a split in the back line. Even still Dupes just trying to run. Pastil charging forwards. He has the safety of the Aegis. And the first one will be used. Ghost, though, in an awkward spot. He's trying to survive. The Tornado will just land on towards Johnny Pro, who goes down immediately afterwards. He can die. Pastil continuing to zip in and out. Catchel, though, is split ends. Maybe he's in an awkward spot. Pastil continuing to be such a nuisance here, just distracting them so much. The Boundless! It lands on towards Malfurion before he can get the RP, and it ruins everything there for the side of Winter Bears. And somehow, Nigma Galaxy come out that fight miles ahead.
My god, he needs a Blink Dagger so badly. Usually, at the start of the fight, he took an Ice Path and he walked away. Sorry, an Ice Blast, he walked away, he got shielded. And for the rest of the fight, you see him in the river, wanting to jump in, but knowing he can't. And, alright, you've got the Harpoon, you've got all these lovely items, but he can't actually jump in and get an RP. When he gets one, he instantly dies right after. This... Oh, this build by the Magnus is too greedy.
It's awkward as well, because like you want your sort of Magnus to be the frontliner, but without the Aegis, it's just too dangerous. Like, who else needs to be? I guess Catchel has to be the one to hit these buildings, but obviously he's not too great at pushing buildings on his own. While poor old the light will just eventually die off top in flavor.
Ultimate does make them spend a little bit more time, but does lose his life at the end. And Pastil back to his Ice Blast.
Okay. Right. A lot of damage, and actually two supports of Nigma Galaxy can try and fall back. Sun Strike, though, will at least kill Johnny Pro. GH just glimmer TPs away. Pastil, though, trying to pursue for a +1, but Ghost actually popping out there with the Wukong's command. Malfurion immediately skews them outside of the radius. The Monkey still lasts quite a while, doing a fair amount of damage to Catchel, and eventually he will just get ran down here. No man left to play with. A perfectly timed skill just blasts. Okay, maybe not even done. Noob. Going for this kill on towards Malfurion. Needs some help, though, from the rest of his team still. They are coming over, slowly and surely. But it looks like they're not...
I'm surprised how often Johnny's getting caught up in these fights. Like, this is actually a huge problem for Winter Bears. You have the support who's got core net worth, and he's feeding a lot. He's 0, 4, and 6, so we're not really getting the benefit of the Tinker, just the Pinata effect.
It does feel that way. Just placed at the wrong time, it feels, and as a result, this game has swung from, what was it, about 6,000 gold lead for Winter Bears now to a 5,000 gold lead for Nigma Galaxy. It's completely flipped on its head. It looks like they're also going to try and further that support by picking up this dominant.
Hey, it was lovely start. It's super fun for him. Yep, there you go. He gets it. Someone was explaining to me, he's like, you don't need exposure. Get the shard, and you basically have exposure on your accent. Yeah, pretty good. I do think that AA needs to get a new accent. The current one's kind of
joke. Clicking on the edge. Yeah. Well, Johnny Pro.
Again.
Talking about it, and he does end up losing his life up top. Sumail once again comes on through there with the solo kill. 7-3 and 17 on this Invoker. I mean, you know, probably in like the classic history of Nigma Galaxy, everybody would just say Miracle is the Invoker player, but Sumail, he definitely knows how to play this hero as well.
He's putting up a very good showing for sure. And he's getting close to the Hex as well. Meanwhile, Monkey King is building towards the MKB, has the Mace Slayer BKB and Radiance for a while. Oh, no.
Okay, Arena. There's the BKB that Malfurion tries to go for a Harpoon Skewer, but misses on both of them. Shackles land on towards two. Jump balls from Ghost. They blast down to Light, and now Catcher with the ultimate already used. He's going to try and pursue for more. Tornado perfectly timed. In comes Nigma, plus the Cataclysm. Just annihilates this Storm Spirit, and Catchel, his ultimate half duration, and now he immediately just turns around. He wants to run away, but unfortunately, it's just a matter of time. 5 seconds until the ult's over, and look at that, he just goes AFK. He knows it. He's dead.
I like how he was saying, now I'm feeling it as he runs. Malfurion was not even involved in that fight. He was thinking of going in, and he's like, nah, I'll just farm up instead. It was an itemization problem this game, let me tell you. Johnny Pro also, his positioning has cost so much for Winter Bears. But it just comes down to a bad, well, not bad, but very late blink.
I mean, what would you have liked to have seen instead of, like, BKB, the Harpoon, or the Sanjin?
Get rid of the Harpoon. You don't need the Harpoon. Just, you know, you have the Echo Saber, keep it, get the BKB, Kaya Sanjis, whatever. Oh, it's
Third press got. Cool. Nearly able to take a mark down with it, but not going to change anything. Still does.
750 gold for the team. Oh, Pastil!
We're going to tap down towards Pastil, but the Boundless stun doesn't actually last long enough there because of the system. No, it doesn't even have stab. Never mind. It doesn't last long enough.
Yeah, just very short. It's like 1.5. I think it kind of takes so long. It takes a while. I have to say how long it takes for them to show up on the Dota 2 tooltip never gives you. Oh, there it is. It's 1.75. Yeah, there you go. 1.7.
Looks like gonna try again. Goes, jumps on through. They're like able to get off the ultimate just in time. Oh, actually, RP commit. They're just gonna focus this guy down, and they will be able to kill him. Ghost actually gets a godlike sprint because the radius is funny, but that's a big kill to find.
Ronnie, again! They're positioning, and now Crash might die. Then his ultimate can get off in time. Doesn't look like it.
Takes him down. Meanwhile, more happening actually in the jungle. GH and Omar are soloing Malfurion. Oh my lord, that's not good.
I mean, Wind Ranger damage is okay, but AA is one of the most damaging supports out there. He gets caught. What was a decent pickup, the Monkey King for the Tinker, and then you just lose everyone else as well.
Gallery, but you lose basically everything for it. Tier 2 also drops down. It'll be much more difficult for Winterbears to claw their way back into this one. For the longest time, they were in the lead, they were making the moves. Nigma Galaxy just taking this game calm and collected and dominated ever since. 17,000 gold ahead. And just getting some more items flooding on through. I think that was a nullifier for the Monkey King. So MESWA can't just ult and run away anymore.
Yes, when did he get an MKB and a nullifier? I remember last time I looked at it, he was building them. He's coming real fast. And looks like Noob is going for refresher. Double arena is always fun. But on the other side, maybe the shrink rate will help, but the Tinker has really faltered from third net worth all the way down to 7.
Like I said, it's just a few misplays on the position. Meanwhile though, Sumail, it'd be in danger here. Pastil trying to keep chasing with BKB, the rest of the team turning up. It looks like they will be able to find this kill, however long it takes. Although, the huge turnaround there with the Ice Blast! They actually killed 2 in. Then it would have been extremely bad, but at the very least they do have that still available, so they might try to use it. Although, they found Catchall yet again, just gets annihilated. Dead for 70 seconds, still does have that buyback in the ring.
Master, I think he saw Sumail for a second, but realized that they can't go for the kill. Meanwhile, Winter Bears, they gotta send someone to defend. It's too obvious that they're smoked or hunting right now because, you know, their buildings are taking a lot of damage.
The Johnny Pro's the one who has to address this, but he has to be careful. Jump towards the noob and it will just help his death. Very cautious about this thing. Really easily just run in to kill these buildings, but it looks like they're content just to let the catapults and force spirits.
By Pastil. Has to be careful he doesn't get hexed by Sumail. If he does, that's gonna be probably. Oh, what? That was not one angle.
That is huge. Immediately with the hex and the turnaround of the arena as well. Pastil gets destroyed. No buyback for 70 seconds here at top. It's an awful situation now to be in. And it could very well mean they're going to lose their middle set of barracks as well.
Did you see that angle? It looked like it bent the other way. I don't know. That's tackle shots are science. No one seems to know how they work.
It's the new Night Piece patch. Did you?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's one of those like shadow patches, you know. But you got to really look deep for it.
No, I have not seen that, but it looks like Omar is very familiar with how it works. He's got all the positioning items: ATOS, Mules, Force, Blink, with the Gale and Force on top of it. a very annoying Wind Ranger to play against.
Yeah, we've already seen this support duo on the side of Nigma Galaxy just find kills on their own and do a lot of work. Pretty damn terrifying to play up against, to be honest. On the side of Nigma Galaxy, do you think they're just going to wait for the next Roche before they try and make a play, or are they just going to continue to just control the map, maybe see if Winterbear step out of position and then go for
you like taking your foot off the pressure is the wrong move for Nigma. You want to keep them contained in their base, try to go for pickoffs, maybe even end the game. They have double arena right now if they want to use it. Like, Roshan is a safe play, but why should we wait for him 4 minutes and give them breathing room? Just keep strangling.
Apply the pressure, do whatever. It looks like they're going to go for this top one. Delight shows himself. There is going to be the arena with the spear. Cataclysm as well. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Dead for 90 seconds. Looks like a set of barracks as well, potentially to go down. It's used, everybody TP's back. They're going to try their best to defend it.
Oh, here he is.
Good attempt. Let's try. Not enough there.
You want to use the RP just yet? He's hoping. Oh, okay.
Ice blast, there's the spear, easy connections, and that's both supports dead now, Tomo, for 50 seconds plus. And no buybacks to be seen, and now it's up to these 3-4s to do a whole team fight on their own. It's not going to be easy at all. Noob Sing gets another spear connection, actually uses the refresher, but Malfurion's able to get the BKB off just in time there to avoid the second stun. They'll just back away for now. Melee barracks already destroyed. It looks like Nigma Galaxy are content with what damage they've done.
Slight hesitation by Noob. He jumps in and he's like, oh, now I'll refresh. It's, you know, a long cooldown you always have to think about when you commit, but it doesn't really hurt them in the end. It just doesn't get them to kill Malfurion. Then we're gonna see the biggest RP in the world for Winterbear to come back. It's gonna happen.
I'm glad you believe.
He's got Lincoln Sphere on the Magnus. That's just to block the Hex.
It'll help, for sure. But it definitely feels like Nigma Galaxy may need to make some kind of mistake. It's just looking so damn rough, but they're playing very clean. They're not really leaving many opportunities for Winterbear to find free pickoffs. And a casual spear finds Pastil. Shackles, everything connects with the Ice Blast. It's tons of damage, and it's an absolute freebie. Catchel also dies at the bottom part of the map. Sumail and Ghost pick him up on their own. It just continues to get worse and worse. There is a buyback for the Pastil, and he may very be forced to use it soon. As Omar is getting super low. Glimmer just barely able to get himself out of there. So they lose to Light. Johnny Pro's gone as well. Malfurion trying to run. Lepnir holds him in place. Finally, the buyback comes out from Pastil. BKB for Sumail denies any control onto himself. He just forced to disengage. Now it's down to a 2 versus 5 Mega Creep, but I don't see it happening.
Malfurion, he keeps holding on, waiting for an RP situation, but Nigma Galaxy are always separated. They have the AA very far behind. They have the Wind Rangers also making sure that no one can catch and get on top of her. And the cores are like, yeah, we'll just dive in here and there. Looks like there's Mega Creeps right now for the side, you know, that Winterbears have to contend against. Ice Blast! Oh, come on!
Isn't actually going to land there. It's going to be the pullback on towards the MK, but actually it's Noob who's tanking up the fountain there with the use of the bulwark, and it allows Ghost to hide himself on in there, get several kills, even getting the grab on towards Pastil. And that, my friend, looks to be the end of the game. There's just no way for Winterbears to turn this one back around. What a way to finish, I feel. They're still not even tapping out. They're going to dive inside the fountain and they get another pick off onto the Catchel. It's more than over.
Well, GG is, that's it, game's over. And I gotta say, there are a few things that Winterbears can definitely take from this. Firstly, the late stage went well for them. They were 5